Welcome to Hunt Tactical. Today we're diving into an intriguing question. Is it illegal for state employees to form unions in North Carolina? To understand this, let's first consider the broader landscape of labor rights in the United States. Unions have long been a vital part of the American workforce, advocating for the rights, wages, and working conditions of employees. However, the legality of union formation varies significantly across states, especially when it comes to public sector employees. North Carolina presents a unique case. In this state, there's a specific law, Chapter 95, Article 12 of the North Carolina General Statutes, distinctly bans the collective bargaining rights of public sector employees, including those in state and local governments. But what does this really mean? The law itself doesn't prohibit state employees from forming or joining unions. Employees have the right to organize and express their concerns through various associations. However, what is restricted is the ability of these unions to engage in formal collective bargaining with the state. This means that while unions can exist and represent their members in discussions, they lack the legal power to negotiate binding agreements on matters such as wages, working conditions, and benefits. This legislative stance dates back to the 1950s, a period marked by varying attitudes toward labor unions across different states. In North Carolina, the resistance to allowing public sector collective bargaining has been rooted in the belief that it could disrupt government operations and lead to strikes, which could be detrimental to public welfare and services. Critics of this law argue that it significantly diminishes the influence of state employees in advocating for their rights and improvements in their working environments. They contend that without the power of collective bargaining, employees are in a weaker position to ensure fair compensation and see working conditions. Conversely, proponents insist that the prohibition helps maintain fiscal responsibility and ensures that public funds are not drained by excessive wage agreements. They argue that this approach sidesteps potential conflicts of interest and keeps essential public services running smoothly without the risk of interruptions caused by labor disputes. Despite the restrictions, there has been a growing movement among state employees and labor advocates in North Carolina. They continue to push for reforms inspired by changes in other states and the belief in equitable representation for public sector workers. As we look to the future, the question remains, will North Carolina revise its stance on this issue? It's a topic that is sure to spark ongoing debate and calls for legislative changes. In conclusion, while it's not illegal for state employees in North Carolina to form unions, the absence of collective bargaining rights presents a substantial limitation. This distinction heavily influences the dynamics between state employees and their employer, the government. As conversations around labor rights evolve, the situation in North Carolina serves as a reminder of the diverse landscape of union laws in the United States. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, please like, subscribe, and join us next time as we explore more pressing questions.